So today I'm here with my Stark Varg, and I have a confession to make. I have never actually changed a motorcycle inner tube by myself. So if I'm ever going to be able to make a big adventure ride, thousands and thousands of miles, I know I'm going to have flat tires, I know I'm going to have issues, and I need to be able to deal with it myself. So, and just so happens, on the Stark, I just had 2 new tubes put in there. Literally the first real ride I took it on, I had to limp it home for the last probably mile and a half on a flat tire that had a brand new tube in it. The tube that I had in it was a Tusk heavy duty. This is a Tusk severe duty. I don't know what went wrong with it. When I get this one off, if I get this one off, I'm gonna try to figure out what caused it. But like I said, it's a brand new heavy duty inner tube, and there you go. So also, I have some tools that came with the Stark Varg that I'm going to be changing with. Obviously, when I'm on the road, I'll have, you know, a completely different set that I build for my trip. But these are the tools that came with the Stark Varg, so I'll be using these mostly, hopefully. And to get started, I'm going to set up a couple of cameras. I don't know why that screen doesn't stay on. The screen on this. So we're gonna flip this up and try to get started. Try to get you a good view of what I'm doing. I'll cut out the shit where it looks like I have no idea. And obviously, when I am, you know, on the side of the road, I'm not going to have a stand, but the motorcycle that I'm building for adventure riding has a not built in, I added a center stand to it, so probably going to need more. And I haven't looked yet, but I'm assuming this is going to be really similar to the Yamaha T7. But like I said, I'm not going to have a stand, or I'm just going to try to use this bucket to deal with the tire. But, you know, on the side of the road, you won't have any of that. It comes off. There. Then I guess I need to tap out the axle. Set that down there. And there you go. If only I was done. Now the hard part. So I think I see them on YouTube, like using the kickstand to somebody else's kickstand, because you can't use your kickstand because you only to break the bead. You can't use your kickstand to break the bead because you're only on one tire. Now we're going to take this over here and try to break the bead using this KTM 390. Obviously, if I'm solo riding, I'm not going to have a KTM 390. And I'll have to figure out some other way. Maybe I can. It's probably gonna have to be something involving rocks and some of what I was just doing. Theoretically, I just think that did it. Maybe. So, I've always been the guy that's like, if somebody else can do it better, just let them. And like I said, I know there's better tools. I also am the guy that likes to have the best tools, and you know, I try to leave as few reasons for things to go wrong as possible. But I'm basically trying to somewhat replicate a roadside situation. And I've never done this before. I don't even know. What the fuck is that? Okay. Now what? Maybe there's still air in this. Maybe. All right. Wait. What is this thing? Maybe I should go watch a video. For real. 10 minutes later, I've watched a couple of parts of some videos. I think I might do better this time. So, one thing is I got some soapy water to make it kind of lube it up a little bit. And I think I need to get it to drop down more into the center of the rim on the back side when I try to pull this side up. Let me put this shit over. Like I said, trying to mimic roadside situations. I will say it seems a little easier with the with the lube on there. But doesn't it always? I'm supposed to work my way around, but it's too tight to get down in there. See, now I feel like I should just pull the freaking tire all the way off. Look at my freaking hands. I gotta change my freaking pants. And I know they were expensive. Now I have my tire changing pants on. Okay, so we've learned a lot, but I just realized that these are torn. Apparently this is supposed to be some solid piece. I believe that this goes around the tire to protect the tube from these, but I don't know. But like I said, I've learned so much. I think since this is broke and I really don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and I'm 99% sure I'm going to end up screwing up the new tube trying to get this one on, I think it's probably a good idea just to take it on down to Sloan's and have them fix it. Because that's it for me. But like I said, I learned a lot, kind of. I really would like to know what caused it to originally, let's inspect it. What caused it to originally pop? Now, I do see some catastrophic damage here, but that might be from me trying to break it or breaking it. I might have did that when I was taking it off because I didn't unscrew the little 12 millimeter nut that was on there. But other than that, I don't see anything. Maybe that was originally what caused it, or also maybe that was over tightened or something. I don't know. But wait, this is a really thick tube. Like even when I plug it with my finger. Congratulations, Sloan's. You just got yourself a easy repair. All right, well, that's on that. Quick, short video just to practice making videos, practice talking to the camera. Also, use my new Insta360 Go Ultra. Trying that out, and also the remote. So I can kind of preview stuff from this. It's also a mic and it's a remote, so I can turn on and off the cameras from this. So that's that on that. I'll follow up with another video once I'm going to make a motorcycle riding video when I can ride the motorcycle. How about that? But it's also awfully cold right now. So, till next time.